Hello, and thank you for joining me today for Success Made Simple. Our topic today is about preparing your company or organization for growth. We're going to share 5 keys to getting prepared to grow your organization. Do you know that profit and growth is God's idea? It's actually the original commission. In Genesis, He told us to be fruitful and multiply. So the first key, the first step to preparing you for growth in your organization is to make a commitment. God tells us to count the cost, right? He tells us to take a look at things and make sure that we are prepared to step into what's ahead of us. But as an entrepreneur, sometimes that means letting go of things. And that can be very, very difficult for us. And I speak from experience on this one. Do you know, with my home staging business, I wanted to take on more. I wanted to grow the business, but I only had so much time in the day, and I could only work through the night so many times before I just felt completely exhausted. Also, losing efficiency, not scaling as far as the furniture and organization, those things aren't my strength. And so I had to make a decision that if I was going to grow my home staging company, I needed to allow others to come in and help me. And that meant that I had to take responsibility to document the processes and the procedures that were required to create the look that was really my brand. So let me ask you a couple questions about making a commitment. First of all, are you ready to grow? Are you ready to have things look different? Are you ready to let go of some things? Are you ready to perhaps bring in new technology? Here's the toughest one. Are you ready to hear new ideas from people that are on your team or that you will hire to join your team? Another question is, are you ready to make the changes to your organization that will position you to go to the next level? One of the areas for me, and I've shared this before, I'm so transparent with you, is that I just really don't like the details. And so anything to do with, the bank accounts or anything to do with legal paperwork, it's just not my thing. However, I know that in God's love for me and His mercy and His grace, for me to really go to that next level, I needed to make a commitment to get a structure in place so that my finances, accounting, taxes, all those things were solid. And that was a big change for me because I just don't enjoy it. So what are those changes for you that you need to take a look at to get prepared to grow your organization or company? I'm going to leave you with a scripture that I think is very encouraging for us to actually make that decision to go forward. It's one that you are probably familiar with. It's James 1, verses 5 through 8. And it says this: If any of you lack wisdom, let him ask of God that giveth to all men liberally and upbraideth not, and it shall be given him. But let him ask in faith, nothing wavering. For he that wavereth is like a wave of the sea driven by the wind and tossed. He goes on to say, for let not that man think that he shall receive anything of the Lord. A double-minded man is unstable in all his ways. So if you want to see your company or organization grow, and you're ready to prepare for it, make a commitment to move forward and do what is necessary. And once you make that commitment, don't look back, don't waver, just move forward and trust God.